I'm perfectly fine with that. I just don't.
But it's not going to be serious. It's not going to be a serious movie.
But don't you think it takes away from the original, like J-Lo and Ice Cube? Anaconda
no, because
movie?
that was a dumb movie too.
That wasn't that was a good movie.
A dumb movie.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. That was a good movie. It's a big animatronic snake, creepy CGI snake, and it ate the dude from Richie Rich, the butler from Richie Rich. No.
Anyway,
no, nothing.
Nah, I don't like it.
You don't like
Never
it?
have.
Well, whatever, man. There's a spoof now, so I don't.
It had Jennifer Lopez in it.
Jennifer Lopez. Taco flavored kisses. That's her best song ever.
Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses.
I saw a thing about that, and I thought about you the other day. I was like, that's Josh's favorite Jennifer Lopez song. Taco flavored kisses. Yeah.
Anyway,
hey everybody out there. This is sorry, we're starting off a little funny. This is Rolling on the Field, the best sports show in the history of local Silsbee Texas sports shows. And if you notice, we're the right picture up here, so just want to make sure y'all know that.
the right picture.
I am.
We'll talk about that in just a second.
I'm the host, Mr. Justin Marble, and sitting to my left, your right, the Magellan out star of the show, Mr. Joshua.
Hello. I don't know about the star.
Oh, he's the star of the show. He does the outline, and he's all proper, and look, his hair's like perfectly in place. It's like a helmet on that thing, man. It's like not you couldn't move that. He's like back in early 90s Jimmy Johnson hair.
It's
It
Aquanet.
doesn't move. Aquanet.
It's Aquanet.
That's the non redneck version of White Rain.
What? it's Cremo hair clay.
Primo.
No, Cremo.
Cremo?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I got hair clay. That just makes you. Anyway,
Look at our sponsors scrolling along the desk.
right here on the bottom here.
You'll see them flip.
Do you go to the Hive Salon to get your man clay or whatever? What's it called?
No.
Hair clay? No?
It's hair clay, yeah.
Hair
Styling clay or something like that.
You look like the 4th of July. That's what he says. When you say hair clay, it sounds like her.
Anyway, people are here to talk about sports.
Your name's hair clay.
People are here to talk about sports.
We're going to talk about sports. We're going to
okay,
get there.
well, we need to get there then.
Well,
you're getting off the rails. We have a call-in line.
Look, he's
409-554-9445. If you want to call in, talk sports with us, not hair clay.
Why are you so angry?
Because you I know you like to joke at the front, but you're getting off the rails a little bit. People are going to tune out.
No, we got time.
You can do a little bit of that, but you're going a little crazy. No, we're good.
We're good. Okay.
Show rules: if you do call in, we do not talk negatively about amateur athletes or coaches. Keep that to a minimum, and but we would like to hear you call in and talk about any topics that we talk about. We're gonna talk about some volleyball, Silsbee volleyball, football, of course, cross country. We're going to talk about the AP Top 25 and the college weekend that we just had. The big dumper hits number 56. Justin likes to talk about the big dumper, so we're going to talk about the big dumper.
Only if Josh says it's okay. Make sure it's okay.
It's totally fine if you want to talk sports.
I mean, I just want to make sure. Your mom now.
What's up with Arch Manning? And we're going to talk about some tailgate stories. Then we'll do our BS segment where we just talk about whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was talking about whatever.
I know, but you wait. You wait. You got to mix that in.
I was mixing it in.
Right off the bat, we do want to make you aware that we are aware.
Yeah, we are aware.
We are aware that our football story in the B, has a Silsbee Nederland picture from last year and not this year's picture. Believe me, we are aware. We are aware, and we have addressed that. We talked about it. It was a mistake. It's probably not going to happen again. We don't want to seem incompetent, and we wanted to let y'all know right off the bat that we know about that. That was not anything that we had to do with. But people make mistakes. It's fine. We'll get past it. We'll move past it. We'll have some better pictures. The story was good though. Y'all read it in Silsbee B. We got a story about football in there, about the Nederland game. Justin's got his volleyball recaps in there. A big long volleyball recap.
Yeah, I've got some
a lot, and we've got some cross country news in there as well. I also want to talk about where's John at. John, you back there? Can you talk tonight? I wanted to apologize for Friday for the fifth quarter. I guess I had a little bit of stage fright. I kind of froze up. John, would you agree with that? Yeah. Where John set us up in a different place. We're kind of like in a dead center and everybody's around you.
Yeah.
It's like being on a round stage.
Yeah.
And like it kind of freaked me out a little bit, and it piqued my anxiety a little bit. And I was like, okay, I kind of froze up. And I loosened up a little bit, but I apologize for first. It seemed like it wasn't very entertaining at first. I wanted to apologize. But we had Mr. Wiggins on from Southeast Texas Sports, and he saved the day because he is a guru, and it was like a kindergartner talking to a college professor.
Yeah, he knew.
Me being the kindergartner.
He knew his stuff, boy. He was on top of his game.
He's on top of everything, and he had some good information.
Yeah.
Had a good time with him. Gave me some pointers afterward, and we sure appreciate him coming on the show. Maybe we'll get him on more often.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
I bet he lets his guy talk about BS.
Well, he may.
Hey, let's start off with a little local volleyball. I wrote a big long.
Do you have permission?
I have permission to talk about volleyball.
You talked to Trey Taylor, Crew Tractor.
True Tractor, yeah. It's state property.
This is state property.
It's state property. Okay.
Because he watched the show before and he said, "Lock them up,
lock them up." John, you got my phone?
Lock them up.
All my information's on. I screenshot it on my phone, and John took my phone, but it's okay.
You didn't write it down. I wrote mine down.
I wrote all the stuff down, but I didn't write the stats down. Did you figure it out?
Well, I'm trying to, but you need your phone.
Oh yeah, I do need my phone. Well, it happens.
Talk a little bit about the volleyball girls. Do it, lady. Tigers.
Do it, Lady Tigers.
No, don't say it like that.
But I can't
say it like chit. Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.
Tigers.
Okay. Oh God, bless America. I hit the wrong button.
It's okay.
All right, so big win against West Orange Stark, bringing their district record to 2-1. They won in straight sets again, 25-7, 25-16, and 25-9. Addie Durant had 5 kills and 3 aces. Ava Jordan had 3 kills. Avery Fontaine had 6 digs and 3 aces. Brooke Miller had 4 kills and 1 block. Miss Kate Barnes, the assist queen, had 2 kills and 20,000 assists. I'm just thinking 20 assists.
The crown.
Yeah, she just everything she does is it's crazy. Kinley Crow had 3 kills and 1 ace. Kamora Fisher had 2 kills. Adele Washington had 5 kills. The player of the week was number 14, Avery Fontaine, with her 6 digs. JV also won against West Orange Stark in straight sets, 25-18. Or sorry, not straight sets. 25-18. They dropped second 20-25, and they won the third deciding set 15-11. The next game will be this coming Tuesday at 6:30 at home against Lumberton.
Y'all get out there and see
Lumberton's a really good volleyball team, but I think that they matches up well with them. I think we'll
that'd be a pretty good match.
Be a good match. So get out there and support those girls.
Go see them. Maybe one of us will show up.
Maybe you'll see them in the paper. I don't know.
Yeah,
but we can try.
We're definitely going to try to get them in the paper. We always do. We write about them. We write about all these teams in the fall sports. I want to address something Ms. Leslie K. Luna said. Yes, there's a lot going on at the fifth quarter.
Yeah,
especially where we are now. We used to be kind of tucked in the back.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I was working, but I saw it look different. And I was like, oh,
yeah. And I just had a talk. Justin's son here, and we talked about it before the show. Hey, you can't walk in front of the camera. I get distracted.
Yeah, he does get distracted.
I get very easily distracted. And what were people doing constantly there? Moving in front of the camera.
Yeah, and and
I'm just like, I froze up. But one thing that, if you know me personally, and Justin and John can attest to this, is I'm quite a reserved person.
Yeah.
In the real world, it's like the Megadeth song, where it goes, "Hello, me, meet the real me."
Yeah.
Meet the real me. I'm not I can turn this on in real life though. I'm generally kind of a reserved person.
Yeah.
What do we like to say? That we're kind of caricatures of ourselves.
Yeah.
When we do this.
Yeah. When we get on here and we put on the headphones and stuff, we don't necessarily act like ourselves.
We let our goof ass shine.
Yeah, and that's fine.
That's fine because we are goof asses. It's fine. It's fine to be one.
Yep, I agree.
as long as you just don't go too far, like Justin tries to
as
do.
long as you don't talk about anything with sports, you're good. Cross country. Hey, they had a cross country meet in Anahuac. The cross country team's been doing really well. My youngest daughter runs cross country in middle school, so we're always up there. They get up there at 5:40 in the morning and they run, which is not something I want to do, but they get up early and they go running, and they're doing a really good job. They're learning a lot. They're getting ready for district. It's coming up in a couple weeks. At the Anahuac meet, Cambry Crosby finished in 6th place, and Corey Joe Bumstead, who finished 6th place the week before in Chester, at that meet finished in 4th place, and the girls team as a whole finished in 3rd. So that was really good. Congratulations. Their picture is on the Silsby B website.
You can pick up a hard copy tomorrow, but the digital copy
is on the Silsby B. Yeah, you can buy it on there.
You can buy it on there. SilsbyB.com.
Yep. And then you'll see them there. They did a really good job. My wife has been to a few of those meets, and she said it's intense. Like at the finish line. Because like you said, the more people you pass, the faster you finish, the more points your team gets, and people are screaming. She said it's like watching a football game. People are screaming at that finish line. It's crazy.
I bet that's fun. Never been to one. I bet
it is.
Fun.
I just hang out. It doesn't take them long. It only takes them like less than half an hour to run the mileage that they have to run, and so you're just they start. You hang out for a few minutes, then you're at the finish line like let's go. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right, well, let's talk about the Silsby Tigers versus Nederland Bulldogs.
Nederland Bullpups.
And I'll go ahead and tell y'all another thing I need to apologize for. I'm not very good at reporting sports yet during the game because I find myself wanting to watch the game. Mm-hmm. And instead of write down what's supposed to be going on during it, or what I'm supposed to be writing. Justin has a thing where he writes. He's got a little book. And I voice record, and I feel like that's easier, but it hasn't been easier so far.
Well, that's the reason. The first time I went out, my wife had to show me how to use the voice recorder thing, and she showed me how to use it, and I did. But same thing. I'm so used to having my phone, put it in my pocket, and then not thinking about it. Yeah. I'm watching the game, but that's why I bring my notepads, because if I'm holding that in the pen, I'm like, I got to write this down.
Sure. And I probably need to start doing that. And the reason I said that is because in the 5th quarter, I seem to not have a whole lot of information that I could share with you, but it's kind of we kind of advertise that as a rapid recap, rapid reaction type thing. And so we're not going to give a whole lot of stats there. We're just going to give our feeling of the game. But what I noticed is that going back and looking at notes and listening to voice recordings of my notes, that it was a little bit different than what I portrayed it to be on the show, because there was a lot more passing in that game.
There was.
Than what is, I think, normal for the previous 2 games.
And I do want to say this, that they started the season off last year like this. They run the ball. You remember Mosier would run those long quarterback draws?
Yes.
He just run, and then the next game they pass a little more.
And I think some of that,
a little more.
Yeah, and I think some of that is kind of what you always go to, is you don't want to show everybody too much.
Yeah, you want to be a little vanilla,
you want to keep some things close to your vest. Yeah. And not show everybody what, but the Tigers opened it up a little bit. I said in my article, Johnson distributed it to several receivers. He didn't. And that's very promising, because not only do you have Williams out there on the edge, who I think is a threat to. Anytime.
Yeah.
But you've got a bunch of good receivers that pick up a bunch of good yards possession-wise and over the middle, and I think that's going to serve them well going forward. In fact, I'll just go to the receiving.
Yeah.
First, Hafford had 1 for 24. That 1 for 24 is a big one at the end of the game. I think he came out of the backfield on a wheel route. And
RJ made a great block on that.
No. That was on Jones's. That was the first touchdown.
Okay,
no,
sorry.
No, this was just he was kind of out there by himself on a wheel route.
Yeah.
Big pass play. Now, one you were talking about was the second TD of the game to Cedric Jones.
Yeah, that's it.
And he had two catches for 26. That TD was, but he scored the only receiving TD. Now on that TD, Williams is out there on the edge. Ford gets the ball, and Williams effectively blocks kind of two guys off of him. He scoots in the end zone. Very good design play, very good setup, very good blocking by Williams out there on the edge.
They're doing their job. That's what I like to see.
They're doing their job. Like I said, and Williams also had 2 for 26.
Yep.
And then H. Morris, that's Hudson, not Hagan, had 1 for 20. That was a big one at the end where Johnson was kind of off balance when he threw, kind of had a guy in his face. He threw it up. It landed right in Hudson's hands, but he was there to make the catch, make the grab. That was a big one at the end of the game. Congratulations to those guys on the receiving yards.
Yeah, I tried
on Jones' first TD. That was a pretty TD.
Yeah, I tried to watch it as best I could, but out where I was, I had sketchy service, so I was trying to watch it on the NFHS or whatever network, and it was just I could catch some of it and then miss some of it and catch some of it. It was.
I think a lot of people complained about that problem on Friday night. It was kind of in and out.
Yeah.
But luckily, we were there to report on the game for y'all.
Yep.
So speaking of the game, rushing, Hafford had 25 for 112 rushing. Johnson had 14 for 36. He accounted for the other three TDs of the game.
Yeah.
Of the game. Now all of them TDs were real close. They were all set up by good play. Sometimes passing. I can't remember how the one at the end of the game. There was a good pass that set it up. Can't remember who caught that one. If somebody knows, I have it in my notes and I can't remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, got them down close around the 2-yard line. They punch it in. They were all close, but he accounted for the other 3 TDs. Tackles. Unlike the previous 2 games, the tackling was spread around a little bit. You had Matson Morris with 6. Kyler Smith had 4. Robinson had 4. Hagan Morris had 4. And Eaglin had 3. Now, sack-wise, Eaglin, Morris, and Robinson all had a sack. So they were getting back there in the backfield. We got a picture of a pretty telling picture of the defense. Can we put that picture up?
Yeah, it's the right picture.
No. It's of the Silsbee Tiger defense, please. I think it's going to be that one right there. Look, I want y'all to look at this, and we put it out on the page to say caption this photo. Look at the maroon jerseys around the running back. Not only do you have a bunch in front of them, you also I think that's Kyler Smith in the back trying to run them down from behind. But just look at the penetration. That's a pretty telling picture of how the night went. Both sides of the let me say both sides of the ball. Nederland was a tough defense too, especially on the running in the running game.
If you haven't noticed, you haven't been out to a game, you've just been listening, watching the show, and hearing us say, "Hey, Silsbee wins." Go out and just watch how disciplined the defensive line and defensive ends are. That is so. It's refreshing to see a team that is just disciplined. They got their gap assignments. And I know you can see 99 over there, but the reason he's trailing in the past, we've seen the bigger guys just bust through the line and get in the backfield. But he's trailing because he's got an assignment. Yeah. He's supposed to stay on the backside. Now, once he sees the plays going, he's going to come after it. But they're very good. They're very good at staying at home. They're very good at their gap assignments. They're very good at they have. I couldn't tell you how many tackles for loss they have to have. Like it's gosh, it's so many.
I didn't look that one up, but maybe we'll have it for next week.
I know.
Tackles for loss in a season has got to be pretty big.
I think last game there was 9. I think if I looked right, there was 9.
And to go along with that, now we've got a much improved secondary.
Yes,
including one Mr. Peyton Sells, who had
I watched P a long time, boy.
Peyton Sells had a pick at the end of the game, kind of in the last kind of Nederland threat there at the end of the game. I believe it was off a deflection too, so it's kind of tip drill type deal.
Yep.
But then he took it back, I think, down to about the 2-yard line. Almost scored on it. I wished he would have scored on it.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome for him. But he did make that pick to end that threat at the end of the game. And that was pretty much.
I've been watching that kid play football a long time.
And that was pretty much it for the Nederland Silsby game.
I do, like I said, the defense looked good, the offense looked good. The offensive line looked sharp. Anytime you can give the quarterback time to throw that many passes and that many completions to a wide variety of. I think you have his passing.
I didn't write his passing down.
Oh well, he threw more this game.
He definitely threw more than he
threw
has.
more than he normally does.
Justin, look up his passing real quick. I didn't write that down, but I should have.
I will. I'll look it up. But he threw more than he normally does.
He does, and like I said, he distributed it well. He shared the ball with a bunch of different Silsby receivers.
I'm looking it up.
You're looking it up, but anyway, big win for the Tigers, 27-13 over Nederland. Tough Nederland team. Okay, thanks, Mike. He was 8 for 19 with 131 yards and TD. That TD to Cedric Jones there, that second TD of the game. We were talking about that was good looking TD.
Yeah. So 19 attempts is I think last game he had 12.
Yeah.
And so they're stepping him up a little bit more.
Definitely a little bit more balanced offense than we've seen. Oh,
9 for 18. Yeah.
Okay. 9 for 18. Thanks.
So 50% completion rate. That's not bad. But still, he's throwing the ball more, and I think we're going to see that more as the season goes on. He's going to be throwing it more. Like I said, I think they just keep things vanilla. Did he really?
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that. I thought I could have swore they just pounded the ball. Well, hey, that'll work. But hey, they're starting to open up a little bit. They're starting to do a little bit more on offense. Their defense looks sound, and I've been writing about them since the first scrimmage, and they the secondary in the first scrimmage, the second scrimmage, and when it goes on, it gets to the first game. First game they gave up a couple of big plays. The secondary is, like you said, much improved, and I like what they're doing. I like what they're getting coached up, and like I said, I've been watching since the first scrimmage. They much more in sync. I'll say that.
Yeah, and that's what coaches ask for, is you're free to get better every week.
Yeah, and they are doing it.
But anyway,
now this week they got Westbrook though. Westbrook is also undefeated, 3-0.
And they've only given up 17 points on the season.
Yeah. However, their 3-0 is a little bit different. So I looked up.
Mike said he was 17 for 23 against LCM. Okay.
Well, there you go. I apologize to. I was wrong on that. So they have only given up 17 points. They beat MacArthur 49-14, but MacArthur has a losing record. And the teams that they played haven't been great. They played Lumberton, and they beat Lumberton. Lumberton also has a losing record, but Lumberton's better than their record says. I don't know if you've watched any of their games. They lost a close one to Nederland. They're better than what their record says. I think they play some hard football, across the Village Creek over there. So don't want to say anything too bad about them, but I don't think that they've, as far as I can tell. Now, I could be completely wrong, Mike, if you want to comment on this. I don't think that they've played the level of competition that they're going to play this week against Silsby. I think that they're going to – Silsby's a different animal. I think that they're going to have a little bit more trouble. I agree with that. I've looked at – so I went and looked at MacArthur's record, who they played. I looked at Lumberton's record, who they played. I don't think that they haven't played anybody of Silsby's caliber yet, and I think it's going to be a good football game. I think it's at that kind of at a neutral site, but not really a neutral site.
Well, that's where all the Beaumont teams play.
Yeah,
so it's home for them.
It's
but
home for them.
It's at the big house down there in Beaumont.
Yeah, and the big house, that big huge stadium. I've never been there.
Me neither.
I've never been there.
Be
So
my first time in that
excited
stadium.
to go. I'm excited to go. Get to leave work and go straight there, which is exciting for me. So that's pretty good.
That'll be neat.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think that Silsbee will win. I think it'll be. If I'm going to make a prediction, I'm going to say 24-10. I'll say 24-10. Now I do know they have a good.
Mike says Westbrook hadn't faced a good defense yet, and for sure they're going to face a good one in Silsbee.
I do know that they have a tight end over there. His last name's Scott, and he's supposed to be a pretty good player. I don't know. I just talking to people, he's supposed to be pretty good. So I'm kind of I like to look up the players that are good on other teams, things like that. I want to see him play. So,
yeah, sure, sure.
But
I'm excited about getting in that big stadium. That'll be the first big stadium that I'm going to on the weekend because I'm going to go to Baton Rouge for a family weekend and visit.
Oh yeah.
Now they're playing a cupcake over there at Southeast Louisiana.
Well, they played Louisiana Tech the other day. It was supposed to be a cupcake, and it turned out not to be a cupcake.
Louisiana Tech's a little bit less of a cupcake than Southeast Louisiana.
It was like, are they the Mud Dogs? What are they over there? Southeast Louisiana Muck Dogs, or anyway, it don't matter.
It don't matter. But anyway, but I mean, we're excited. It's going to be a night game. If this wasn't family weekend, it'd be a noon kickoff.
Yeah,
it'd be 11 a.m. kick. We'd be bourbon and Cheerios.
Yeah, you would be bourbon. Let me tell you something. He would be bourbon and Cheerios.
We'll talk about some tailgates.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
We got a bunch of good.
Hey,
tailgate
speaking
stories.
of Texas teams,
Mike, before we get off, Mike mentioned that the Westbrook quarterback is very good.
I've heard that. I have, like I said, I don't know much about him. I haven't seen him play. Last year, I didn't get to. I don't know if it's the same quarterback from last year, but I didn't get to go to the game last year against Westbrook. And so I was kind of bummed about that. I went to my son's game and then got called into work, so I didn't get to go. And I didn't get to watch it because I was busy at work. So it's just one of those things, But yeah, I haven't seen him play. Looks. I'm excited to see it, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
I hope it's a good game. I hope Silsbee comes out on top. But like I said, I think it'd be 24-10, something similar to what we've seen. Oh, okay, so more experience. Okay. Man, that's good. Man, that's going to be a 4-year starter in a couple of years. Man, he's going to be tough. 4 years in offense, you got it. Man, going to be tough in a couple of years. I hope he is. Oh, sophomore. Okay, so but he's been in the program. So,
we're going to be a house divided on that one because my wife graduated from Westbrook.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, she's Silsbee though.
Nah, she's Silsbee.
I have a lot of friends who went to friends and coworkers.
Different thing in a bigger school like that, as far as Friday night football and stuff. Not that people don't attend, but if you don't really have anything going on with the game, you may not be as interested as, say, everybody is here in Silsbee or everybody is in.
Oh, look, Landon Lee commented. Landon, I said 20. I said 24-10 Silsbee. That's my. So can y'all, if y'all make that happen, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I want you to score more than 24.
Get back there in that backfield.
Yeah, get there and set up shop back there again.
Yeah. Pitch a tent.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I'm not going to give a prediction because I'm kind of in line with you. I'd like for Silsbee to blink them, but
we'll see. I hope so.
Yeah. Dave.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, Doggett Family Stadium is
that's
what it's called. Yeah,
Doggett
yeah. Family Stadium.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name earlier.
Yeah, I'm excited to go there.
Yeah, me too.
It'll
be my first time there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited.
Be fun.
Hey, quit honking. They're honking out there. They're mad, bro.
There's honking and train. If you don't know where we're situated, in Silsbee, Texas. We are right near the train tracks.
Yes, and right near the train tracks, and there's trains all the time. And apparently, there's some sort of
down on Main Street. Yeah,
there was some kind of fire earlier, so all the emergency vehicles were going, and it was just mayhem. And we're just watching out the window, like, man, I wonder what happened. We're excited. it's exciting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think that, like I said, I think 24-10. I hope it's more than that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm excited. So I said that 17 times, hoping you would pick up on that and move to the next topic.
I'm very excited. Speaking of which, y'all,
There we go.
Sylvie 24-21. That would be exciting right there. 24-21 game.
Yeah.
Y'all pick up a Sylvie B tomorrow, a hard copy of Sylvie B. Like I said, you can get the digital copy right now on the
Yep.
Sylvie B website, but y'all pick it up and read mine and Justin's articles on the Needle and football game last week, and Justin had some
Had cross country
and
and volleyball.
volleyball in there.
Congratulations again to the cross country girls that got medals at the last
Yeah,
the
that was a
last
big
meet,
deal.
and the volleyball girls are 2-1 in district, so they're looking good. They got a big battle against Lumberton this week or next week. So anyway, big win for another Texas team. Texas A&M. That was exciting, bud.
Texas A&M went up to South Bend and
Man, that was a good football
took
game.
care of business.
They
Yeah.
did. I watched I got to catch the end of it. The last quarter and a half, and they look good. A lot of people are Texas A&M. They're ranked 10 now in the top 25.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. They played 2 good games, man, and that win against Notre Dame is something, because you go to South Bend, which is a crazy place to play. And it's so much nostalgia and so much history there, and you just
Sure, it was fun for the A&M guys to be in. It's kind of like going to Lambeau Field.
Yeah,
you know?
man, it's historic, right?
Yeah. It's a place that you want to play at.
Yes.
But
They
Kyle
got-
Field ain't far off.
No, they got Touchdown Jesus. They got all kind of stuff
Yeah.
up there, man. It's awesome.
There's certain bucket list places that you would either want to play or go
Yeah.
to. I think definitely Notre Dame is one. Kyle Field. Everybody always talks about
Yeah.
Kyle Field. I've never been there, but
I
I
have.
know
I went and
it's
watched
it's got to be good, as many people talk about.
I was there for the last. Was it the last? One of the last A&M UT games. Was it at Kyle Field? I think it was at Kyle Field. Anyway, I don't know if it was the very last or the one before, but you could feel like, and I was sitting in some crap seats. I got the seats from a friend, and we went, and you could feel. And we've had this at LSU games. You could feel the stadium like rocking.
Yeah.
Like it was so loud. And
And of course, we've been to a ton there
Yeah.
at Tiger Stadium. Baton
yeah,
Rouge.
we've been a bunch there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's one of them too. You always hear about Autzen up there in Oregon,
yeah.
and it being a super loud stadium. It's of course it's not
But, you
it
know,
doesn't have the same history,
no,
but
but Bryant Denny down there in
Bryant
Rammer
Denny,
Jammer, it's big time. Man, there's a bunch. You play between the hedges in Georgia.
yeah,
You know, you played in Tennessee. Tennessee's got to be one that I would love to go to and watch a game at. That and Michigan. I think that and Michigan would be my
Michigan in the big house,
big house. Go the
Ohio
shoe.
State,
Go
go
the shoe. Yeah.
There's a bunch. Let's see. Mike says Beaumont's Bryce Anderson, A&M safety.
I saw.
that got hurt in the game is doing fine and we expected to return later this season.
Yeah,
I saw that
I've got
report
notes.
on that.
I've got
Yeah.
notes about that right here. Yeah,
Yeah.
he took a shot and it was scary because you look at it on the replay and you're like, oh gosh, you know.
Yeah.
But they said when he got to the hospital, he regained feeling in his fingers and his toes and everything. He started
That's
doing
always
well.
the scariest thing in
Yeah.
football.
And man, it is scary because especially when you got a little one playing or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, he did. It's one of those scary things because you remember when Tucker got that concussion and
Yeah.
my son got a concussion one time and he didn't even get couldn't even tell. All we knew is his little dizzy, so we pulled him out of the game. Just be safe, Took him to the hospital. They said, "Oh, he's fine. It's not a big deal." And then then the next day he's sitting in class and he passes out and stops breathing, and we're like, "What in the hell?" And so luckily the nurse there was an actual nurse and was able to. Anyway, we ended up going to Texas Children's for a few days, but
Yeah.
it's scary when that happens
Yeah.
because you don't know. It's so hard to tell things. It's like that. You remember what's that movie? Show Me the Money. Jerry Maguire at the end where that
Or
guy's
Rod
laying
Tidwell.
down. He's like, could be his neck, could be his back. And when you respond to something, now I'm a medic at work. When you respond to something like that,
My neck and my back.
yeah, my neck and my back. But when you respond to something like that, you really don't know. All you know is I can treat this and I can treat this, and it'll be we'll do our best. You have to get him somewhere else for secondary help, and it's scary.
Sure.
It's very scary. But I want to say something. A lot of people are starting to hop off the Notre Dame wagon here. They're saying Notre Dame is trash, but I'm going to play devil's advocate here and say I don't think they are. I think they lost to a very good Miami team who's also ranked 27-24 in a very good football game. Came down to the last plays of the fourth quarter. Then they turn around and play a good Texas A&M team and lose 41-40. Last plays of the fourth quarter. So I like the coach down there from Notre Dame. I wouldn't be in panic mode if I was Notre Dame fan, but I would be slightly worried because you're starting off 0-2, but you still have a cake schedule, guys. So you finish your cake schedule and you go 10-2, and you're probably in the playoff because you're Notre Dame. Okay, even without a conference championship game, I still think if they win out, they're going to be in the playoff. There's 12 teams.
Can y'all throw up the AP top 25? That picture that we sent.
Yeah.
Went over Notre Dame. Yeah.
Yeah,
That win over Notre Dame was Mike Elko's third top 10 win in the 16 games at Texas A&M. Yes, he is. He's
really turned it around down there. Or
I don't know if he's
over
turned
there.
it around, but he's definitely
Well, I mean,
a better coach. It looks like a better coach than what
better
they've
hired
had.
than Jimbo.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something going on down there. I'll say that.
Yeah, he's got it going in the right direction.
Or over there, down there.
And I like the fact that everybody's bought in. You can tell on the sidelines, in the past you watch A&M play and it looks like they're separated. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys out there, but anybody who's been on a sideline, Mike, you've probably been on a million sidelines. When you're at a game and you can and just it seems like the team is separated. And I know that's a weird thing to say, but in the past few years I've seen that. But Elko's got them to where it seems like you run off the field, you get a 3-and-out on defense, and everybody in the world is congratulating you. You let them score a touchdown, everybody's up. Hey, don't worry about it. We got you. Offense will get you. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
And everybody seems
more of
to
a
be
team in that.
more of a team. It's more of a
mentality.
team atmosphere. Yeah. I did see a cool picture where it's like after they most of the time you leave a locker room, it's kind of messy. Notre Dame you see what I'm saying? It just seems like it had that feel, but it was a cool picture. Notre Dame was hurting from losing 41-40, and then the guys that cleaned the locker room went to the visitor locker room, and it was spotless.
And that's becoming a trend in college football, where I've seen a couple of other teams that completely clean the locker room. It's pretty neat.
It's pretty neat. I like that. That's classy.
That's classy. If you're done waxing poetic about Texas A&M, could we move on to maybe somebody else?
Whatever you want to do, man. You done got on to me all night about what I'm talking about.
All right. We're trying to talk about the rest of college football here, and we're going to spend 30 minutes on Texas A&M.
It's a Texas team. You want to talk about Dabo?
I want to talk about Dabo a little bit.
Did you see what he said?
Clemson is Clemsoning again.
Yeah.
Seems like, anyway. But Dabo did say, if they...
I got it. I wrote this quote down.
What was this quote exactly?
Quote, if Clemson is tired of winning, they can send me on my way. He said, you got to be like, man,
He's always been...
He always has been like that, but he's a good coach. He's not a bad...
He's always been a
really good coach.
He's a really good coach.
And I understand how passionate they... just like Brian Kelly. That was the first question Dabo got asked. Do you think that your job's in jeopardy? And he's like, well, if they want me to leave, if they're tired of winning, they can send me down the road. Anybody would hire him. He would be anybody.
It's with Clemson, I think it's a little bit of they're spoiled, right? LSU fans are spoiled also, but we know all about this.
We know all about this.
Clemson has had a very long run of success, and so you have a down year or two, or you start off a year down,
right?
Then
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Yeah, the NIL stuff. He really does. He's very outspoken on the NIL stuff, and you got to do that. That's why Nick Saban decided to pick up and leave. He's like, I don't want to do it like this. I can go make money another way, and he's probably making.
Dude, he's making. So,
he can make money another way.
Yeah, Affleck's got to be paying him a ton.
Oh yeah, but if you don't want if you don't want to do it that way, you have to do it like he did. Just leave it where it is and say, okay, I'm done with it. But Dabo is he's a good coach, and he'll figure it out there. He's, you've had a sustained run of success for some years now. And people need to give you a little leeway, I think. And Dabo needs to they need to be a little lenient with Dabo and let him figure it out. And he will. They're still recruiting well, I think. I mean, although he's, like I said, he's outspoken on the NIL stuff. But Mike's right. That's how you have to do it today. Yeah. And he's going to have to get with the program or go do like Saban did and just bow out. That's, if you want to be old school about it. And
in that last loss, Georgia Tech is not the Georgia Tech from 10 years ago. Georgia Tech,
Georgia Tech, the last couple of years has been
Haynes King is a heck of a quarterback. He was at A&M.
Yeah.
He played for
I remember
that town in Longview. He played for Longview.
Yeah.
And he was really good. And then he goes to A&M and he's not getting playing time. So he goes to Georgia Tech, and they still run that option whatever, but they can sling it now, and that's a part of their game that they haven't had in years.
I feel like A&M's always had, like in the past several years, has had like such good quarterback competition.
Yes, they really have, and it's hard because you got to pick one.
And you had Brad Johnson's son transferred over there from LSU. Played for his dad at Longview.
Yeah, I read a big article about him last year when he started, and I was like, man, it was a cool story.
Yeah, you had Brad Johnson's kid go over there from LSU, and they had a pretty good quarterback room there.
Yeah,
I think they had some injury stuff that year for sure. I think he got hurt. Another one got hurt. Maybe that was last year. Maybe it was the year before.
It was the year before.
Year before, okay.
Because he plays somewhere else, doesn't he?
I think he transferred out.
What is his name?
Which is another thing you have to fight in modern day college football is the transfer portal, and that's just how it is nowadays. NIL and transfer portal, you got to learn how to manage it.
He plays for North Carolina now.
He plays there for
Max Johnson.
He plays for Jordan Belichick.
Yep, Jordan Belichick.
Yeah, they're not married yet, are they?
No.
Okay. But anyway,
she's
on the sidelines.
Yeah, she is.
Might as well be a coach.
Might as well be. But yeah, he plays for North Carolina. He played for LSU, and then he played for A&M.
Yeah. And he loved LSU. But he wasn't. He wasn't going to be the guy, and he knew it. I think.
So, I don't know, man. I think he had a shot at being the guy. I just don't think he took it as serious as he needed.
Well, the year that he left, remember that was when they brought Jaden Daniels in.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was they brought Jaden Daniels in and he decided to leave. Now it's kind of weird to think back on now and think, oh well, for sure he needed to leave. But
then you didn't.
When they brought Jaden Daniels in, they didn't know.
Yeah,
they didn't know Jaden Daniels was going to be Jaden Daniels.
Well, we didn't either.
Nobody
did.
Nobody knew. I mean, you could speculate and you could say, oh, I knew the whole time. And you could say. You're a super smart LSU fan and you knew the whole time, but you didn't.
Well, look at the top 25 here.
I also wanted to mention. Speaking of LSU, they're up there at number 3, and a lot of people don't think they should be number 3, and I tend to agree.
I agree with that.
I tend to agree. Us being LSU fans, but
it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but they beat a Florida team that is having a hard time right now with their quarterback. Threw 5 picks.
Yeah.
And DJ Lagway.
Yeah, poor guy.
And he, we have a picture. Throw that picture up of the coach and Lagway. You'll see it in here in just a second.
That picture of the coach and Lagway. Throw that one up. Yeah, he was having a rough game.
Here it is. If you look at it. It says son, we're in the blue jerseys.
Yeah, he did not. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
'Cause
and
you-
that's what I'm thinking too, Mike. Is it seemed like a big game at the start of the season, and now it doesn't seem so good.
yeah.
I'm not sure that they should be out of the top 10, but I don't think they should be number 3.
I agree with you. on
Not
that.
until I see something else. I've
think
seen better.
Miami-
I've
I
seen
think
better
Miami's-
LSU teams at number 3. I promise you
yeah,
that.
I think Miami's playing better. I think there's a lot. Heck, right now, I think A&M's playing better. They're putting 41 points on a good team.
and all this stuff will shake itself out. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
Everybody in the SEC plays, a tough schedule, and it'll all shake itself out. Really, everybody in the big conferences now, people have really got on board with, hey, we need to make sure our strength of schedule is as good as everybody else's. That way, when it comes to the end of the season, we're right there, and and the committee looks at us and says, these guys have played, a tough schedule, and they deserve, to be in the conversation for the playoff. Depending on, 11 SEC in the top 25. Yeah. 8,
So you got
50.
you got Ohio State and you got Penn State.
I haven't watched any Penn State games, and I don't know. I can't form an opinion on them.
I'm just gonna. You got to wait till they play Ohio State and then
Kind of, sort of. That
Yeah.
and like I said, that those big conferences
or
shake
Illinois
themselves out.
Illinois for that fact.
Yeah.
One of them two teams. Miami. LSU's at 3. I don't think they should be at 3. I think Miami and Georgia and Florida State, for that matter, are playing better football. Texas is at 8. I don't think they should be in the top 10.
No, I don't think they should either. And we'll talk about that in a second. Florida State has been kind of an impressive team to me,
Yeah,
just because of they've been down,
they have,
and
they're a good example of
they
what's
come in.
going on with Clemson right now.
Yes,
They had a couple of down years, and then they're trending back up. And that's Clemson's going to go through that. I feel like it's going to happen. So
you're right about A&M. Maybe they deserve to be a little higher. Still a lot of season left. That's the only thing. And these
it's early.
these AP polls, I mean, they're like whose line is it anyway? The points are made up and they don't matter.
Yeah,
It's
good.
it all shakes itself out, and then the real rankings start when the college football playoff rankings.
Yeah.
Start.
So they got
Now are they in line with AP and the coaches? Yes, but by that time, some of these teams will have fallen out of the top 10. Some have fallen out of the top 25, and we'll see then.
I watched that Tennessee game. That was a good football game too, man.
Yeah.
That was a good game.
Yeah. Speaking of down, man, what is going on over at UCLA?
Oh man, God bless. I don't even know. They paid all that NIL money to homeboy, and he is not.
Yes.
He is not.
Who come over from Tennessee?
Yeah. But hey, it's not just the quarterback. I feel like it's the whole team. I feel like the whole team just doesn't. They don't have it mentally. I think that's a mental thing.
Surprise, surprise! Vanderbilt in there at 20. Vanderbilt.
They beat South Carolina.
They beat
only because their quarterback got a concussion. Like that's.
I don't know.
I do know. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
Did you see that? Go ahead.
I mean, how good is South Carolina?
I mean, they're pretty good.
Do you think? What's their quarterback's name? He's in the Heisman race?
Diego.
No, that's Vanderbilt. Diego Pavia.
That's Vanderbilt. I got a thing about that. Did you see they? Anyway, I'll tell you.
We'll talk about that in a second. You talk about Theo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But anyway, I don't know how good South Carolina is yet. I know LSU plays them in a couple of weeks.
Lenore Sellers.
Who's supposed to be a Heisman candidate. So he gets hurt.
He got a concussion. I think if he's in the game, I don't know that Vanderbilt beats him.
But it's 31-7.
He got hurt.
It's not like they barely won.
No, but he got hurt in the first quarter. Like he got hurt he was hurt.
But it's
quick.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I know they got Pavia is a good quarterback, and he was a good pickup for Vanderbilt.
Apparently, he's got a good looking mom.
Apparently, his mom's good looking.
I have not-
Theo Vaughn thinks so.
Theo Vaughn thinks so.
Theo Vaughn wants to take Diego Pavia's mom out for a date.
Well, that's what he said. He said Diego Pavia said if they beat South Carolina that Theo Vaughn can go on a date with his mom.
with his mom.
Yeah, and I guess he was thinking, "There's no way we're beating South
Yeah.
Carolina." And then they blew him out, and he's like, "Crap."
And then Theo Vaughn puts this thing out like it's like a like when you put hot breath on a glass and do the heart.
Yeah.
And it's around Diego Pavi, and he's like, "Where you think I should take her?"
Oh man, that's funny.
But anyway, yeah. So Theo Vaughn is we'll see. That they should do a thing about it.
Yeah,
they should
they got to do something.
they
about
should
it.
do something
They
for
gotta do
charity or something.
Oh, dude, that'd be great.
Let me take this call.
Go ahead, I got you. I got some more top 25 stuff to talk about. I wanted to bring some more up. One thing I do see on here, and I'm not upset about, a lot of people were, is that, like I said, I talked about Notre Dame earlier. Notre Dame is the only 2-loss team, the only team to ever go 0-2 in the first 2 games and still remain in the top 25. And I feel like that's not – I feel like they're in a better place than some of the undefeated teams. But, again, a lot of people are upset. They haven't won a game. They haven't proven anything. They will. I see Georgia Tech jumped to 18. Indiana's on there. USC made it up there. So a lot of the big teams are coming up. Alabama, Tennessee, they're both 2-1. They're coming up. It's looking good. I think that a couple things. I don't think, and I'm a LSU homer. Y'all know this. I love LSU, but I'm telling you, they should not. Man, they're not a good fit at 3 for me. They're not a good fit at 3 for me. I don't think Texas should be in the top 10. I think they're going to lose a few games this year. I think they're going to end up like 9-4 or whatever you want, 9-2, 9-3, whatever it is. I just don't think they're going to be as good as everybody thinks they are, and I think that this is a learning experience for Arch Manning. We have a whole thing to talk about Arch Manning, but I don't think he's. I think that even though he's been in the offense for a whole year and he played some last year and he looked sharp last year, I think that now that he's in charge of an entire college football program, I think that's weighing on him a little bit, and I think he's got to mature a little bit. I think that the whole problem is that he thought he was going to come in and just blow people away. Well, you play in the SEC, and the defenses here are fast, and they're physical, and I think that you're going to be. I think that whole. I think that he's just got to grow up a little bit, and we're going to talk about that here shortly. But I don't think Texas. I think Texas at 8. I don't think they should be in the top 10. That's just my thinking. But I do like Florida State. I do like where Oregon is. I like where Georgia is. I like where Miami is. I don't think LSU's good at 3-0. But hey, they're undefeated. They've won their games. I'm not gonna.
I'll tell you this: in 19, after LSU beat Texas, first couple games, I didn't feel like they were going to win the national title.
Yeah,
but I also don't
I've
feel
had
like
seasons
that
like that. I had to see whenever they ended up that year they lost to Alabama in the national championship game. I felt like this, like, man, they're just not as good as their record showing, but they just kept chipping out wins, kept grinding out wins, and sure enough,
sometimes that's how it has to happen.
Especially in the SEC, man. You're not always gonna blow people out. When you're ranked number 3 and Florida comes in, you are going to get everybody's best shot. Everybody's going to play as hard as they absolutely can to beat you.
Yeah,
and
So of the before we close it out, of the top 10, the teams that I've seen that I think 100% could finish the season in the top 10 or top 12, definitely Ohio State. I would put LSU as an outside chance on that. The U, Georgia, Oregon, Florida State, and A&M. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, and that's not 12. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, I think everybody's got a shot because I think Alabama is still a good football team. I don't think they're Alabama that you're used to seeing, or
I don't think they're there yet.
But I think they're still a good football team, and I think they can make a move. I haven't been impressed with DeBoer.
Yeah,
I haven't been impressed with him as a coach. But
I think that Iowa State's a good football team. I think that Texas Tech's doing well, and I like that quarterback from Georgia Tech. So
you got Notre Dame down there at 24, and there's, like I said, there's a lot of season left, and I think that Notre Dame's a good football team.
And that's what I just talked about that while you were gone. I said they're the best. I said no team in the history of when it was the top 25 with the BCS, when it was Westbrook, he hurt. He's on limited reps, kind of late. Oh well, 10-4.
All right, y'all run that side.
Yeah, run to that side. Yeah, good job, man.
Good on the report. Good on the,
look, that's our sports reporter out in the field. Literally,
we're gonna have to get him on board.
We have to get him. I say we get him a sideline pass, but he's got more of one than we do.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Landon.
Get the man a sideline pass.
Yeah,
wait a second.
He's there. So in the history of this AP Top 25, there's never been a team that starts the season 0-2 and remain in the top 25 until now. And I think that's the right call. I was talking about that. I think that's the right call because there's a lot of season left, and I think that they're a talented football team. They just played two other talented football teams and barely lost.
Sometimes it happens.
You lose two football games to two teams in the top 10 by a combined 4 points. I mean, you got to – you got to take that in consideration. Miami is a dang good football team, and Texas A&M is showing that they're a good football team as well. So,
2007, it's something we talk about all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
2007, LSU lost to
Arkansas in triple overtime, and Kentucky in triple overtime.
In Kentucky in triple overtime, and they got the national title game.
Yeah.
So, and that was in BCS era. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
But to say that 2 losses dooms you, that's kind of where I was going with it. And speaking of which, I seen a meme, and we've been talking about. I think somebody's been watching us because we've been saying for years that they need to make a 30 for 30 about the 2007 college football.
They do, man.
That was the most entertaining college football season I've ever seen.
And you couldn't stop watching. And what sucked is all those championship games were on at the same time. So you're flipping like, oh gosh.
So we were doing you remember this, Justin? During the Kentucky game, we were doing a roof as a charity thing with the church. Remember, we were re-roofing a house. It was kind of like a charity thing, a community outreach. And I had my earbuds in. I was listening to the Kentucky game. It was a 2:30 start.
Yeah.
2:30 kick. I was listening to it. Got done with that, got home. The game was still on because it was in overtime. Watching the end of the game right there, it was just heartbroken that they lost to Kentucky. That was the year that Woodson's brother was a quarterback.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was good.
Yeah, he was a good quarterback.
He beat LSU in overtime, and just heartbroken after that. And then they had they were killing people the rest of the year, including beating Alabama.
Handily. And then we lost to Arkansas in triple overtime. So, but I remember that championship Saturday. All the conference championship games were on.
And then
I remember calling you and saying when West Virginia won, I remember calling you and saying, "Did you see that? Did you see that?"
Yes.
And I'm looking, I'm like, dude, if they lose, I said, if this other team loses, LSU would jump number 2.
There were literally 13 things that had to happen, and we knew them all. That had to happen if LSU could to make LSU get into the top 2.
Yeah.
And they all happened. And that last little piece was Pitt beating West Virginia in the what do they call that, backyard brawl.
Backyard, yeah.
And then on the SEC championship Saturday, Kirk Herbstreit comes out on game day with, I have it on a good source that Les Miles is going to coach Michigan.
Yep.
And that was just all those little stories in between the games and stuff was what made it so good.
Yep.
And they should definitely do a 30 for 30 on it. They wrote a book about it.
They did. They should do that. I'm telling you, that would be.
Who wrote the book? Was it Ivan Maisel?
Yep.
Wrote a book called Bowls Poles and Tattered Souls, and that
Yep.
was about the 2007 college
That
football
was the
season.
that was the funnest football season I can
Yes, it
ever
was,
remember. It
and
was
they
so
need to make
good.
30 for 30 about that.
Yep.
But we've been saying that
It's for years, man.
For years.
We should
Somebody
just
else does.
do it.
Uh,
I don't think we can do that.
what's up with Arch Manning?
Well, he's not kin to the other Mannings. They've made that very clear.
Arch Manning is adopted.
I don't know if y'all seen those little videos where they voice over Peyton and Eli during the game, and they're like, "Oh God, I told you, he's not my nephew." Yeah. Like they just keep doing that. I talked a little bit about him while you were on the phone. I think that he needs to mature a little bit. I think that he came in thinking, I played last year a little bit, and I looked really good against some subpar teams, and now I'm ready to go. But now you're playing SEC teams. Now you're playing fast defenses and people who want to take your head off. You're not playing Southeastern Texas State. You're oh look, we got spammed. Spam stream boo.
I'll say this to be fair. In the game,
To be fair.
in the games that that's a Letter Kenny
Yeah.
reference.
Nobody got that.
Nobody got it. In the games in which he played or come in and played,
Mm-hmm.
or I think there was a couple that he started. Did he start 2 or 3?
I don't remember.
When you're because yours was hurt or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, he played well in those contests.
But I don't think he played any really, really good teams. I think he played, the lower tier teams, and I think he looked good.
It's not that he doesn't look. He looks terrible right now, but he doesn't look. The expectation that is there is not being met. I think.
No.
It's what everybody's upset about.
And that's what I was saying. It's a confidence thing. He needs to mature a little bit and understand that what he did in high school and what he did in that handful of things right there is not going to it's not going to measure up to what he has to face now.
Yeah.
And so he's got to mature a little bit and say, hey, I'm going to make some mistakes. These defenses are really good. And I think he's got to take this season for what it is. It's a learning experience.
Yeah. But we're always here to counsel with you UT fans if you need somebody
absolutely,
to you come lay on our couch, tell us your feelings.
We've got 2 couches.
We've got 2 couches. You can tell us, how exactly
We had that book in your box, Feelings.
Feelings. Show me your,
Feelings book.
how has Arch Manning really hurt you? And you can let us know about it. We'll talk you through it.
I've got my yellow. I don't know if you can tell from my backwards hat and T-shirt, but I am a doctor, and I've got my. I agree with that.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't have been.
But I've got my yellow pad, and I can work.
We don't want any of y'all to just to try to dive off the ledge of DKR over there. We don't want that. We want, if you need to talk through your feelings, we're always here to counsel with you.
Absolutely. We like people.
We are professional sports counselors. Come lay on the couch.
We're something.
We're something, for sure. Justin, Big Dumper.
Big Dumper. That's Cal Raleigh for you guys who don't know out there. He played for the Seattle Mariners, the catcher for the Seattle Mariners. Hits number 55, his 55th home run and 56th home run, which is
he hit them in
one game.
Okay.
Yeah, he crushed them, dude. Like, it was wow shots.
He uses the power of his glutes.
He uses the power of his glutes, and I'm going to tell you from experience, when you play catcher and you're up, down, and lifting a big frame, you grow a butt. And
God, everybody! Justin was a catcher. If you don't know, just ask him. If you don't know, all you got to do is ask him.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about how to do it. I'm a connoisseur of gluteus workouts from playing
Anyway,
catcher.
we're talking about home runs.
Anyway, So, think about it though. Where's your power come from when you hit a home run? Your forearms and your legs, your glutes. Mm-hmm. So he's got so much power in his buttocks. Anyway, that's enough about that.
He's got 56.
Anyway, he's got 56. So that's relevant because that is the most home runs in a single season by a catcher ever. Yeah. That's I thought I wrote down who he passed. Anyway, just a couple years ago, I forgot who it was.
It had to be it would have had to been Mike Piazza.
Nope, it wasn't even that.
Are you talking about all time or bycatcher, all time bycatcher?
Yeah, it was Salvador Perez. He hit 48 in 2021.
Oh, season.
In a season. Yeah,
Because he hadn't been in the league that long.
No.
He hadn't been in the league long enough to.
But it was him, and then Salvador. Now it's him, Salvador Perez, and Johnny Bench, who's my favorite catcher of all time. But another thing, not only is that the most by a catcher in a single season, he's tied with Griffey Jr. for the most by a Mariner in a single season.
Wow.
And there are.
I would have thought that Pudge Rodriguez and Piazza had hit quite a few home runs.
No,
in the
and
season.
they yeah, but not. I mean,
not in the 50s.
I think Piazza had like 47 one time. I think I read, but not anything. Not anything like that. Let me look this up real quick.
You should have that. You should have your stuff on the ready.
I did, but I thought about something. They have 11 more games left.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, he just passed Mickey Mantle as most by a switch hitter.
Oh, I didn't even know he was a switch
Yeah,
hitter.
he's a switch hitter.
Okay.
Yeah, and so dude,
that's impressive too.
And I read a lot of stuff about him.
I watched him during the All-Star week.
Yeah, I got here about 5 and I was helping my son with his homework, and I was reading about him, and man, everybody that talks about it say he's like a generational player. Like the fact that you have a catcher that's hitting bombs like that, and not just that, hitting consistent. That's not something you see. You would see that from Pudge Rodriguez. You would see that from Johnny Bench. Piazza had a lot of power.
Is he a good defensive catcher?
He's a very good defensive catcher.
Yeah, okay.
So I mean, let me rephrase that. He is a good defensive catcher.
Okay.
He is not. He's not extremely good, but he is good enough to where he can throw people out.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't think anybody's going to run him over.
No, I wouldn't try.
Because he's got that.
Got all that power behind him.
No, you remember that?
You like talking about this dude's dumper.
You remember that episode on Saturday Night Live where the Cajun people, when Harvey hit, they moved up to Maine, and Jamie Foxx was in there, and he's like, "I sentenced you to eat one of the hottest peppers and blah 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 until you have ass fire." I said, no one's gonna run over him because he got that ass fire.
I've never seen that episode.
What? Oh no. My gosh, that's so funny.
But
dude.
now I'm gonna look it up.
Dude, it is. It's funny.
So 11 games left, 56. What do you think? What do you think he gets to?
He might get to 60.
Well, I mean, he hit 2 in the last game.
Yeah.
So.
11 games left. I wonder how many he averages per game.
I mean, he needs 4 to get to 60. I would think he could do that in 11 games.
Let's see. 1 home run every 14.4 at bats. So let's say he has 3 at bats. He probably, it says though, if that's the case, every 4 games he'll hit 1.
Okay, when 11 games left,
so he'd get 2 more. He'd be 58.
Yeah. But you never know. He might have a game. He might have 2 or 3 games where he hits 1 every game.
Yeah,
we'll see. Maybe he gets to 60.
It's impressive. It's impressive because you don't see catchers do this.
No.
You see catchers hit for, some of them hit for average, and some of them hit for power, but not at this level. And so I'm excited to see. I hope he does get to 60. I really do. I think it's going to be. I think it's good for the sport. So that and the fact that I'm kind of pissy about the Mariners because now they're up on the Astros in the West. So I'm kind of pissy about that.
Before we talk tailgating stories, I've in a Rolling on Field Fantasy League, OG Fantasy League.
Oh God!
I proposed a trade to Justin, and he has been ignoring me all week. And I want to know what the holdup is. I'm giving you some good guy. I'm giving you who am I giving you? For one thing, see Joe Burrow. I had Joe Burrow as quarterback. He went down. Obviously, I've got to pick up somebody else. I've got C.J. Stroud. Okay, I'm not. I don't know about him, but he's C.J. Stroud is on schedule to score 16 to 18 points in every game.
I don't even know where the trade is.
For you this
I don't even know where the trade is.
Let's see. My team. But anyway, so it's I'll tell you who it is. So I've got Jameson Williams.
Mm-hmm.
That Detroit wide receiver.
So let me just tell you, I've got Justin Herbert as my quarterback.
Okay. And I want Jared Goff.
And I have Jared Goff sitting on my bench.
And I'm going to give you C.J. Stroud and Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams last week scored like
20.57 points
points
or what it was.
as wide receiver.
No, not 20-something. 20.20. He scored 20.
Okay. So
Okay.
I feel I'm giving you two decent players for little old Jared Goff, who you don't know. I mean, Jared Goff. I mean, sometimes he's all right.
Yeah, and I don't get it twisted. I'm not mad about the trade. It's just, you know, I'm in this thing to win it. Like, I don't know. I mean,
Well, you may not win it as long as Tom Walters is playing.
yeah, apparently he figured it out. But like last week against Chicago, Jared Goff had 42 points.
Yeah, and I want him to do that again for me.
Yeah, but I don't want him to do that for you because he could do that when you're playing me. And so now I'm like, and how long's Burrow going to be out?
He's done for the season. They put him on IR. He's not going to be.
That just
active.
means he has to miss 4 games.
He's having surgery, and they said 3 months.
Oh,
He's
well,
out for at least 3 months.
I don't know. Send it to me again. I'll look at it.
Now, bro, the time's gonna expire.
No, it ain't gonna expire. You got time. It's
I
only
think you were
Wednesday.
just putting me off so you could have Jared Goff one more week. Because at this point now, the trade is going to be pending till next week.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will.
No, it won't.
Anyway, I just want to bring up that Justin's ducking me on this trade offer.
I play to win, dude. I'm sorry.
Tailgate stories. We have a bunch of tailgate stories, y'all.
God, that train's annoying.
Yeah, it really is.
My favorite tailgate story.
And we won't get too crazy. Justin, you shouldn't make that trade.
Yeah, see, that's the condition. I'll make it, but you can't play golf against me.
Make it do that. I don't know when we play.
Well, whenever we do, you can't play Jared Goff.
Well, I can.
You have to pick up
picked-
another quarterback.
I picked up Jake Browning.
There you go. You play him.
Okay, I can play him.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can make that condition.
Yeah. Well, there's been lots. So we used to go to lots of LSU games.
Yeah.
And there are lots of tailgate stories. Gosh, we got so many tailgate stories.
Some we can't tell amongst children.
Yeah, some we can't tell, some we can't say anything about. My favorite one, I have two. One is when we were all and we figured out that the Miller Lite cans had threads on them, and you could thread them
nobody
together.
believes me.
believes us.
So this particular year at LSU we bought. That was Bud Lights.
Bud Lights.
Okay, I don't drink Bud Light, but I had High Life that particular Saturday. But my friend of ours got a case of Bud Light, and they were purple and gold cans.
It's neat.
It's
you
neat.
know?
But these things had threads on the bottom of them.
And you could thread them together.
And you could thread them together.
And I swear to you, he put like 4 together. And so he would.
And nobody believes that this happened
He
for
would
real.
crack the top one, and when he got finished drinking it, he would unthread it, throw it away, and crack another one. I'm
So
serious.
There's a picture that's somewhere in my closet of him that he has like 6 or 8 of them threaded together.
Yes, and he's
They're
just
like this
holding
long.
them. And no, everybody's like, no, you're just holding them. No, they're threaded together, man. I swear to you.
They
threaded
keep
together.
saying that we're misremembering that like
No.
Roger Clemens.
Yeah, we didn't misremember.
Or Andy
nothing.
Pettit. No, Andy Pettit misremembered.
Yeah, no, we didn't. I'm telling you, I was like, how do you do that? He's like, I don't know. They thread together, and I promise you, they threaded together. It was crazy. My other one is when you let that you drank that big lady's beer.
No. She drank my beer.
She drank your beer.
Yeah, she drank my beer.
No.
No. She drank. I had a big Miller High Life.
She had one. Look, you're misremembering. Okay, okay. We were tailgating.
That's entirely possible.
And we alcoholed way too much, and we were walking to the game.
We were lost in the sauce.
We had no map, no way to get out of there. And I'm telling you, this thick lady, she was really, really nice. She was walking next to us, and Josh before the game, we tailgate on the old front nine, old back nine.
Now then we were at Alex Box Stadium.
We're at Alex Box, and we had to walk across and walk to the game. Well, Josh always had one of these big, huge, High Lifes?
Yeah. It was High Life.
Or Genuine Draft.
No, it was High Life.
It's a big, huge, like 32-ounce High Life.
As we walked to the game.
And he's walking to the game, and he's drinking it, and he dropped it. And he was like, "Oh no!" Well, this lady walks up and she is slobbering alcohol, like slobbering, and you can see like she's slobbering all over her can, and she has one too, and she's like, "Here, baby, have some of mine." And Josh's like, "All right," like drank it, slobbering all, bro. And I'm like, like I was like, "No." She's like, "You want some, baby?" I'm like, "No." No, I don't. I want nothing to do with that. I was
that same particular tailgate we had. We were playing washers.
Yep.
And
that's the guy that pulled up with our music.
Yeah. What he said something about our music?
Yeah, no. He pulled up and we were listening to like Red Dirt country music.
Uh-huh.
He pulled up and he's like, "I like that, man. Yeah. Are y'all racist?" And we're like,
Yeah.
"No,
no.
Like no."
And he was like, "All right, man. Are y'all cool?"
Like we're
Like,
cool, man.
What do you mean? Yeah, we're cool. What do you mean? No, man. Are y'all cool?
And then we were like, "Oh no."
You know, like the
Like on Days Confused.
Days Confused.
Are you cool,
man?
man?
Are you cool? Are you cool, man?
Okay.
Are you cool? Okay.
Okay.
I was like, we don't care if you do.
Yeah, I don't care.
We don't care if you do.
I'm not.
We're not.
We're not cool at all.
And then we gave him some of our cookies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he had the
was.
munchies.
Yeah. But
We had some little football cookies.
Yep.
Remember? They had footballs printed
yeah.
on.
And then there was the one time we had a really good tailgate pass. Like we were way closer to the stadium, and we were eating. We had cooked some food. We were eating, and the girls next to us made moonshine. They were like, "What y'all cooking?" And I forget we were eating Zumos or something like that. She's like, "Hey, let's trade." And so they ate some of our food, and they gave us this little jar of moonshine, and it was live.
Last time me and Justin went to a game together. Now this was just a few years back.
Yeah.
This was after our heyday, but we were running late, and we barely got a parking spot in the hayfield, which is down by the river, which is a hell of a walk.
That's
and
a walk, buddy.
And we're not as young as we used to be, and
No.
we've grown in girth.
Yeah.
And so Justin was like, "Let's get one of them bike taxis." And I was like, "Okay, well that may be a good idea." And so we flagged one down, and it's this poor little skinny girl.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, "Justin, I don't know if she's going to be able to handle us, buddy." And he was like, "Oh man, it's one of them geared bicycles. She'll be all right."
She was though, bro.
And she was. She
is-
handled it.
Dude,
She handled it.
what
All
you
the way
don't
to
see
the
is you see her sitting down, and you're like, "Oh man, she's so little." And then she gets up like to start pedaling, and her legs are ripped, bro.
Yeah.
Like
And then
scary ripped.
And then we get all the way up there, and I was like, "Oh crap, the tickets!"
oh my god.
And we had to ride all the way back with this girl, and she brought us all the way back. No, we ended up on a different one.
No, she brought us back and then picked somebody else up, and then
And
we
we
rode
on a different
But
one.
we tipped her really good.
Yeah, but that's probably the third time that I forgot the tickets
Yeah.
before we walked up to the
Yeah,
stadium.
you're not you. In
And so
between-
now, after a little while, that was the last time. But I remember when we were, like I said, back in the heyday, when we were leaving the car, everybody was like, "Josh, you got tickets?
yeah. Do you have tickets?
You got tickets?"
Dude.
Nowadays, everything's on your phone.
Yeah,
you don't
so
have
it's
to worry
not-
about it. So it
but,
ain't that big a deal. But
Yeah, it was, and I remember asking John Nolan 100 times, "You got tickets? Does Josh have tickets?" "Yeah, he's got them, man. He's got them." And then you didn't have them.
He
I
got
was
the
so
tickets.
mad.
One of my favorites is probably the first time we ever tailgated. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't do our research. Back then, it was a whole lot harder to really, unless you knew somebody there,
Yeah,
to really know where you could go and the best places. So we just roll up there with a bunch of friends,
yeah,
and we end up parking out by the where we ended up parking is actually close to where my daughter's dorm is now. It's over by it's not called the rodeo arena. It's called a livestock arena
Yeah.
or something like that. Their ag arena. Anyway, we end up parking there, and Justin's got about a half a bottle of Jack Daniels that he
and
brought.
look,
He doesn't drink anymore.
look.
So we can tell
the
story.
reason it was half bottle because I drank half of it on the way there. So I wasn't driving. I was in the back seat. I was good.
But
Was that's when Chelsea went with us?
No. This was maybe like the first time that
Oh,
John
okay,
went
yeah,
with
yeah,
us. You had some of your guys from
yeah. Jim Bob went with
Jim
us.
Bob
Yeah,
and that guy that we went to the West with that time.
yeah.
Anyway, I can't remember his name.
I mean, either.
Anyway,
Eric.
Eric, yeah,
Yeah,
that's his
Eric.
name. Anyway, so that's boring. But anyway, what the funny part is that Justin, we're sitting here and we're like, okay, well, we figured out that it was a pretty long walk to the stadium. You could see it, and I, we kind of judge the distance off maps and everything. Well, okay, I think it's pretty far walk. We better get to going. And just like, hold on before we go.
Downed it.
Just downed it.
The whole
Just-
thing.
The whole
guys.
thing.
The whole
okay.
half bottle.
Which was not a good idea.
Horrible decision, really.
Horrible decision. So Justin gets he doesn't immediately get sick. In fact, he never gets sick throwing up. You never threw up.
No.
But you leaned over on your knees for 15 minutes and he became very flatulent.
I did.
To say it
bad,
nicely.
guys.
To say it nicely.
It was so bad.
And what does John Nolan say about it? Our friend John Nolan, who was with us, he's like, remember that time Justin got sick and farted all over himself at the game?
I was miserable, man.
And then my very favorite one, and this is, we used to stay at a
Oh, Huey.
Huey.
Oh, God.
We stayed at a hotel that was real
It
close.
was right
to,
across from TJ Ribs.
right across from a famous restaurant there.
The red line. It was the red line.
It was a red line. Then it ended up being a Radisson.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was right across from a
tore it down.
very famous restaurant, TJ Ribs, a big LSU place.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we would stay there and
Walk across the street.
walk across the street and eat and have a couple of pops. And we were over there and we Justin was in that mode that night. Okay, so
And first off, let me say something. I was in way better shape. I was younger.
yeah.
I had hair. It was just preface with that.
So we eat and now we're having a good time. We have a couple beers.
We have lots of beers.
I think we had some Irish car bombs,
Yeah.
which I don't know if that's PC anymore. But anyway,
My buddy ends up leaving with a Miller Lite bucket on his head.
yeah, but in the middle of us eating, these med students come out of this party room. Mm-hmm. Some of them are drunk, but you can tell they're med students. For one, some of them have scrubs on, like they were doing clinicals or something. Anyway, one of them's got a skull.
And she was good looking.
Yeah, and Justin takes a picture with this skull.
I'm
And
like-
I don't think it's a real
I'm
skull.
like, it's not. I'm like, hey, girl. And I'm trying to hit on her, and I was like, let me see that skull. And she
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay. Didn't work out.
Justin took a picture with the skull.
We still have that picture.
Then we end up, the lady's like, hey, if you boys want to sit at the bar, I'll go save you a couple seats. And sure enough, she does.
She does.
And we go over there, and our other buddy is acting like it's his birthday, so he's got a paper hat on. This is a wild night.
Oh, gosh,
Probably-
it's so wild.
He's got a paper hat on made out of newspaper
Yep.
and a little sash.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
This is my birthday, so he goes up there.
It wasn't his birthday.
It
by
wasn't
the
his
way.
birthday, and we just continued this
we just
charade
went
going
with it.
on. And finally, I get to the point where I'm pretty loose, and I say to the waitress, and you can ask just
No, it was the bartender.
the
behind
bartender,
there.
"You got anything back there that we could spank somebody with?" And she says, to my
Yeah.
surprise, "Yeah."
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
As a matter of fact, I do. And so she pulls out this paddle that's a beer flight
Yeah,
paddle.
it's a flight paddle.
It's a flight paddle. So, and then she comes around the bar
Yeah.
and makes our buddy John bend over, and she spanks him a little bit.
Give them a happy birthday.
This is a
spank.
true
This is
story.
a true story. This really happened. Like,
really
we're not
happened.
making it up.
And I videoed it on a flip phone, but it was so dark in there.
Yeah, it was so bad.
But then we go back over to
The hotel.
hotel,
Where
which-
there's a hotel bar.
where there's a hotel
we
bar.
continue to drink.
with a Vietnamese bartender named Huey.
Yep.
And I know he's Vietnamese because we asked where he's
We
from.
asked him.
And so that ain't the funny part. We sat there, we drank a couple more drinks. We
Huey-
went up and went to bed,
This-
as you can imagine.
Disclaimer.
But,
Go ahead.
okay.
No, you go ahead.
But Huey was very taken by Justin.
He was. I
He-
told you I was good looking. Like I was.
Yeah.
Okay. I look much better than I do now.
So much so that when we went back the next year,
I didn't go with them because I
Justin
was
didn't
working.
go with us. And we went down, we stayed at the same place. We went down to the bar to pregame before we went over to TJ Ribs. And Huey asked about Justin
Yeah.
because he
he's-
remembered.
He said,
He
hey, where's your
remembered us.
brother?
Yeah, where's your brother at?
They called me at work and said, you're never going to believe this.
He's like, yeah, exactly. And that's one of them stories you'd never believe but it's true.
It's true.
Huey asked about Justin.
And
I don't know where Huey is anymore because they tore that.
They tore the Radisson down.
They tore the Radisson down because last time I stayed there, I opened the nightstand drawer and there was some chicken bones in there. and it had gone downhill. And the floors were sticky.
There was some chicken bones.
I am not lying to you.
That's the most Cajun thing I've ever heard. That's for your bat or for your football or something to rub on there for bad juju or something.
For
man.
one thing, when I got there, the room wasn't clean, so they give us a few more minutes. This 3:30. It was past check-in time, and I said okay. And they got the floor clean, or they got the room clean. I go up and the floor is sticky on my socks.
Oh, you can't.
And
have that.
I'm like, it's okay, man.
Did they leave the strawberries open on the floor?
No. But then, after I go to bed, I'm by myself. My other buddy stayed in a different room. I go to bed. I wake up the next morning. I'm getting stuff ready, and I open the nightstand drawer, and there's a bag there's a greasy white bag that looks like it comes from like the Crispy Crunchy at the Tejas down here, and it was just full of chicken bones. And I'm like, what in the heck? And so I go downstairs and I tell them about we're checking out anyway because we're going to go to the game or we're leaving straight from the game. And I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know in that nightstand drawer and room, whatever, there's some chicken bones in there. And they've been
there a while.
They've been there a while, and they were there when I checked in. I just want to let y'all know before anybody else checks in that room. But anyway, that's just some of our favorites.
Oh yeah, there's a many more. If we sat here, we could tell you all about man. God, we could tell you all about everything. How they sometimes that Josh and John would not John here, but John Nolan didn't make it to halftime of the game. They left me there by myself.
I don't remember that.
Y'all went and laid in the truck because y'all were too liquored. And
I stayed. Him and somebody else.
Maybe him and his buddy.
Him and his buddy.
And then the time
I can handle it.
The time that I told the Alabama man to shut the up.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, go Bama. And I was like, shut the
had season tickets for 2 years, and me and Justin went to the Alabama game. That was the one we went to where we were running late.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
And
we got into it pretty good with
Talk
Alabama.
About how the old man accosted me and I threw his cane across the parking lot.
That was at yeah, we could go on and on, but
we got to shut it down, guys.
We got to shut it down. We'll do a whole thing sometime.
Yeah, we'll do it
about stories about that.
Yeah, we'll do it about fun football.
Because the 2011 Cotton Bowl was a whole different story with Justin.
Dude, that was a whole thing.
And we could do a whole little show about that.
Yeah, we could. We'll have
put
to
it
do
out.
That.
We'll have to do it because people probably think them stories are pretty funny.
Anyway,
what do you listen to this week? What have you been listening to?
I've been listening to the Satsuma Radio. What I've been listening to.
Before we get started on it, can I just say that we're not those people anymore?
Yeah, we're not. We're not. In case y'all are wondering, we are not those people.
No,
we are dads now and husbands.
We're dads and husbands, and
I mean, I was a husband for some of that.
I was a husband for some of that too, but we didn't have responsibilities like as Tommy Pickle says.
Yeah, responsibilities. Yeah, we didn't. We grew up a lot, guys. So we're not those people. We don't do that. But it was fun. What do you want to say?
So I was going to tell y'all, one of the things that we're going to do, because he said Satsuma Radio, he's been listening to, so one of the things we're going to do is we're actually going to have certain times a day where we have just like different types of music, and it's going to be, so we're going to have like, what I'm going to do, because y'all are two of the hosts of the shows, I'm going to have like Josh's Yacht Rock out.
I love that.
Then I'm going to have Justin, whatever kind of
Justin's Red Dirt Rodeo.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I like. I listen to Red Dirt.
Special hours for our hosts.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
Captain Josh's Yacht Rock.
You're so Anyway,
I'll tell you, but I can tell you a bunch.
Hey, yeah, I've been so. Yeah. So yeah, we have so we launched our beta version of our Satsuma Radio. We have Android testers. You can get it on. You can get it on.
It's available on Apple right now.
You can get it on Apple right now, but not on Android because we have to beta test it and things like that on Android. 2 more weeks, and so what we're doing is we're kind of working through some bugs and things like that. It's working really good. It plays good music and just all different kinds of music, man. It's just all different kinds. So it's working out really well. I've been listening to it all day, and it goes from I was listening to Post Malone, and then the next song was Journey, and then the next song was Metallica, and the next song was Taylor Swift. So I mean, it goes all over the place, dude.
It's a good mix.
It's a good mix. So that's what I've been listening to. You've been listening to Yacht Rock, we know.
We're gonna have a Yacht Rock playlist on there called Captain Josh's Yacht Rock.
Captain Joshies.
Captain Josh's Yacht Rock.
Captain Josh's.
It's a good idea, John. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do
Make
that.
happen.
I like that.
That's what I've been listening to the past couple of days since it launched.
Yeah, I've been playing in the truck.
It's been pretty neat. What are you watching? I'm still on the Dick Prenicky PBS documentaries about him living in a cabin in the woods. It's called what is it called?
Sometimes you say things.
Something along.
I can't remember. I saw it. I haven't. It's on my.
That's the guy's name, Dick Prenicky.
I know, it's on my to-do list.
Anyway, look at it. Anyway, it's got me wanting to build my own cabin in the woods to get away from people. I think that would be fun. Like a log cabin in the woods.
So I have.
Alone in the Wilderness is what
we finished. We finished season 2 of Wednesday. It's really good because we're nerds. But we started watching this show and I can't remember the name of it. But it's about. Let me see if it's. I can. So it's about this lady and she's from England and she goes to New York to meet her daughter, but she's kind of got a checkered past. Well, she sees this woman basically kill herself, jumps off in front of a subway, and she gets the woman's bag and looks, and the woman looks just like her. Well, come to find out, there was some sort of experiment that she didn't know about, and there's 9 of her. And they all have different backgrounds. And so one's a cop, and the cop died. And so she's pretending to be the cop and living in the cop's house. And then there's a crazy one that's Russian that comes and tries to kill her. It's nuts. And I was like, I'm not going to like this. But after about 30 minutes, I'm like, I'm into this. Like, this is what is going on. Like,
you don't know what it's called?
I got to look it up, man. Adrian started watching it, and I didn't catch the title sequence part of it. If she was watching, she'd comment on it. See if I can find it, but it's really, really crazy, and that's it's nuts, but it's good.
Sounds good.
Well, hold on, let me see if I can.
I have been
Orphan Black. It's called Orphan Black.
Okay.
So if you get a chance to watch it. It's good.
I haven't been watching a whole lot of TV. I've been trying to get into bed earlier, and I've been watching a lot of Facebook videos and reels and YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I got on the Dick Prenicky thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of sort of similar to the old time hockey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, hello, buddy.
Well, hello, buddy. What are you doing there?
Where he's cooking and stuff, but he plays video game stuff. He's more kind of our generation.
Yeah.
Well, I like those kind of things. But anyway, you want to throw the flag on anything? Got anything?
Yeah, just put the right picture.
Right picture.
Picture. That's all.
Since you brought that up,
if you know, you know.
When y'all pick up your copy of the Bee tomorrow and look at the football story, we know that that's not the right picture. We know it's not a picture from the Nederland game this year. It's a picture from the Nederland game last year. There was a mistake made. No harm, no foul.
It's of the same. It's of Hafford.
Yeah, it's of a current player. It's from last year.
It's from last year. So we know somehow they made a mistake. They clicked the wrong one. Whatever. It happens. But we know that it's the wrong one. So before you shoot the messenger, we are full aware of it. So
just forgive us for that. Or
forgive and forget.
Forgive who
you live, you learn, and then you get loves. Actually, I don't get loves; they're too expensive. You get parents' choice.
All right. Well, you want to shut this down?
Yeah, let's get out of here, man. I thank y'all all for watching.
We ain't got a top 5 this week. I didn't prepare one.
Thank y'all all for watching. Be sure to go visit our sponsors here and share the video. If you like what you see, like and share and follow and all that good stuff. We'll see y'all next week. And until then, the ruling on the field
stands.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
I love